Hi, this is Rainy from Stormbringer Magazine. Today we're in Vienna with two guys from Baroness. On my left, it's Allen. On my right, the new bass player, Matt.
That's right.
You're now pretty much in the middle of your 6 weeks lasting European tour.
Sort of. We're like
sort of, yeah.
Kind of like we're past the middle mark, like a week past the middle mark or something.
I think we've got exactly 3 weeks left, maybe.
We completely lost our minds, but we're getting them back slowly.
But
because we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So.
But it's time for a recap.
Yes, we can recap the month.
So we flew into Holland, and then drove all the way to Helsinki. Took a 17-hour ferry as part of that journey. Played a show. A lot of alcohol. Some dancing. Took a 17-hour ferry back to Sweden. Played 2 shows in Sweden, and then from there it's a blur.
I think we went to the UK once. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we went to the UK.
We went to Spain.
Did you start July 10th in Glasgow?
No. We started before that.
Really?
Yeah. We played Helsinki and Gothenburg and Sweden and Stockholm, excuse me. And then we played Roskilde. Yeah. And then I think we went to the UK after that. We got to record at the BBC and Studio 4 where the Peel sessions happened. And lots of other great acts have played. That was invigorating.
But if we count the Vienna show today, completely sold out.
Yeah.
So the tour must be great so
Going
far.
really well, yeah. Well, I mean, the new album came out 2 weeks ago, so we're all in high spirits and a lot of motivation going on, and I think people are stoked as well because they're coming out to see us live, so it's awesome.
This fully packed tour with a lot of shows. Do you have time to do some sightseeing, or is it too exhausting?
Every once in a while we get the opportunity to. Yeah, we've been going to the beach.
Yeah, we've been to the beach like 4 times.
You have no beach in Austria?
You have no beach in Austria, so that's why we're leaving tomorrow. So
You go to Munich, they have no beach either.
That's true. Well, we're leaving there right after that too. So
Somebody's been selling us a bill of goods. We were told there was a beach there in Munich.
Okay, I saw an interview about the Blue record where you said you have about something like tracks for the album. So, my opinion, hell man, how many songs you've written for the new album?
the new album, I think we wrote probably like over 30 songs or something like this, which 18 ended up on there. So we spent a lot of time just writing tracks. It was a lot of, it wasn't like full formulated songs. There was a lot of riffs or sort of ideas that maybe weren't finished completely. But then we spent time on a lot of ones. We actually recorded more than the 18 in the studio as well, which we'd maybe use those later or something. So there'll be surprises for some other release. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we wrote a lot. It was a lot.
But you haven't been on the album.
No,
the bass was played by John.
That's
so
right.
was it hard for you to learn the bass tunes?
It wasn't really hard. It was just a lot of material to cover. You know what I mean? Because there's like, all the old records and then all the new records and then the newest double record. So it's, like I came and moved up to Philadelphia in January and started working on learning all the songs. And we didn't tour until, what was that, April? That we went out with Meshuggah in the United States? Yeah, so it was a solid 4 months of playing, with John and I would work together in Philadelphia, and then Pete and Allen would come down and we'd do weekends. So it was, basically 4 months of learning stuff. Yeah, totally.
I might be wrong, but for me, the yellow part of the new album is a bit heavier, fires more, if I might say so. And the green one, on the other hand, more in-deep, maybe headier. When you did decide to put the written songs in the right order, or did it already happen during the writing sessions?
We wrote all these songs, and the idea, I think, was we wanted to do 2 albums that, one would be maybe a little more experimental, of things that we had not touched on previous records. So we kind of thought about it like that, but it still had to flow in both of them. So we did sort of change things around last minute. And, the ones that might have been on green actually ended up on yellow and vice versa. But yeah, there's definitely like a darker, more chill, kind of like a different feel to the green record, which is something we haven't done in the past, and it's exciting to sort of expand our horizons and spread our wings a little bit. So.
Big difference for me, John vocals. They played a lot bigger role than in the previous 2 records. Is this just because the fact that you wanted to write better songs, or does it really seem that his vocals were kind of his instrument on the album?
Yeah, well, that was sort of the idea going into this album, was we wanted to expand on parts that we've been weaker on in the past, perhaps, and vocals were something that we really hadn't paid too much attention to. So we really wanted to write songs that the vocals could be used as an instrument more, and we had to hone in on that. And John and Pete spent a lot of time working on that, and I think they did a really great job. So yeah, it's more of the forefront. And when you write songs with vocals, you do have to sort of think about the construction and the writing process of how to do that as well, which is a little different than what we've done in the past.
Matt, for me it looks like that Baroness is not a band like thousand others who make music to earn money. In my opinion, it's different. You earn money to be able to create music. Is this the impression you get from the band after the few months you're now in the band?
I've been lucky enough to see the progression of Baroness from the beginning. I've been friends with these guys all throughout the whole time, and that is definitely something that has struck me about these guys is their level of passion for creating music. You know what I mean? I don't think that the financial side of it is ever really a consideration. It's always just what can we do to be true to ourselves, and how can we make music that we are passionate about and can be fulfilled by. You know what I mean? So if the rest of it comes along, cool, and if not, we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. So it's great to be a part of that, to make music with genuine people and people who are totally focused on the passion of writing music.
Of course, we have to talk about the color thing.
The what?
The colors.
Oh yeah.
We had blue, then red, yellow, and green. Is there a kind of message behind this album title, or is it like more that the simplicity for you of just taking colors as an album title is simple, plain, and people know it and they will ever have in their head?
Exactly. So yeah, it's a way of cataloging these albums, and there's a lot of density to the music and density to the artwork. So if we could leave something a little more simple, it's the album title, which is just colors, and it creates something easy for someone to latch on to and understand the density of everything else.
If you look in the future, we know there are a band who made a black album.
Sure.
A very famous British band, 4-piece, made a white album, even if it's not original title. So, so you want to do a black or white album in the future?
I don't know. Maybe a gray album. We'll go in between. I'm just kidding. I don't know. No, I think it was neon brown. That's what it was. Right? Yeah.
Neon brown.
Brown can be nice. That or shapes.
Or orange.
Rhombus.
Brown, like your t-shirt.
That's right. But neon. But
Neon.
glow in the dark. Yeah.
Glow in the dark, neon brown album. We now know the next album title from Baroness. Guys, thank you very much for your time and have fun with the rest of your tour.
Thanks so much.